any Patreons and channel members watching this on the replay, thank you so much for your continued support. It means the absolute world, as you probably know. The picture's looking good. The picture's looking... No one combed their hair, not even me, now that I've got some. Right, how do we know when we're on the tubes?
I suppose it will change on the screen, and we should say to people, oh, hello, if you're just now seeing us.
Oh, hi, here we are.
How's our audio tonight, guys?
How's our audio? We've got new mics. It's so slow, this computer. We've got new mics. If it's bad, I don't want to grass anyone up, but it is the vegan moon cat's fault. He'll keep helping us, won't he? Happy New Year, everyone. Good to see you all. Let's see who we've got in the chat. Our Cat the Vegan Artist, my IRL friend.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. Have we said that yet?
I just said it.
Did you? I wasn't listening. Happy New Year, everyone. No, I was distracted.
We've got 65 billion people watching. You can't be distracted now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Concentrate, woman.
Well, I saw that somebody said you left the stream running yesterday, and I was thinking, oh God, like what happened? What were we saying?
Yeah, I either accidentally set the stream for the wrong day, or
right.
OBS done a fart or something.
I see.
Nikki, Northern British Gaming is in the house. Vegan Metalhead, Pomo Dorino, Nick Craig. Ah, you're very kind. One of the best channels in the world. Vegemite Codbod. Oh, that's yeah. No, I didn't start the stream. I don't think. Timo, hello. Feeling kind of meh from all the crisp sweets and alcohol and lack of sleep from the last couple of weeks. How to bounce back? Stop doing it in the first place. That's what I do. I feel great. Basically, you just need to treat your body well, and then you won't get in that situ. You know what to do. You just need the motivation to do it.
Maybe use this bad feeling that you have now as your incentive and your drive to commit to staying on track and being, like what you were saying, being more kind to your body. And maybe you could do some just basic things like catch up on sleep, get extra hydrated, more, especially if you've been drinking, get more hydrated than you usually would. Make sure your wee is clear all day. That'll help. It's no magic thing, is it?
You know the stuff.
You
You just need to be doing it. You just need to be doing it. If you want to feel amazing all the time, more than you want to get off your tits every now and again, you'll do it. If not, you won't. Like for me, or probably for both of us, like we were real wreckheads, like real party monsters. We'd be going for like 2 or 3 days straight sometimes. And it was a crutch. It was just a crutch, like a social crutch. And now we've just evolved a life that we love, that we don't want to escape from. We're doing all the things to feel our best, and I'm not drawn to do negative behaviours because I know I'll feel worse than I do now. Like, you get that temporary little high or whatever, but I know that I'll have to pay it back and I'll be really gutted and peed off with myself.
What I think happens is, like, when you start getting healthier and healthier, you start feeling better and better. So then when you do these bad things, it's like further to fall almost, and you notice that you're like, oh wow, you notice how bad it makes you feel. Whereas, like, what is that saying? Like, so if you've got say a glass of dirty, muddy, like, water, and you put a bit more mud in, you don't really notice it. But if you've got a clean vessel, clean water, you put in some mud, you're going to really, like, notice it. So it's kind of like that. Like, you get healthier, you get cleaner, and you feel amazing. And then, when you don't feel quite so amazing, you think like, oh no, bugger this. But from where I used to be, I didn't think it was possible to feel great from just good lifestyle choices and food, etc. So it didn't seem like the payoff was worth it to then not be able to have those numbing things to get rid of that pain. But over time I saw like, oh yeah, it really is worth it. And I took other measures to not need those numbing things like counselling. I don't know if that applies to you, but just thought I'd put that out there.
I'm sorry for Gemma's terrible choice of words a little while ago there. She does have a penchant for bugger.
What did I say?
Bugger this.
Bugger. Oh.
Let's show everyone the ox. Happy 2021. Is it the year of the ox? Is that why he's on there? comment below.
You should know, you put him there.
Just found a picture and I liked it. Rusty Cans in the house, thank you for the props. The vegan meat hat. I was just talking about you. I hope you're not going to not help me anymore after that. Robert Pacino, Richard Musa, Ben Tahal. Hi. Toby Gosling. Ben's got a little rabbit on the go, that's nice. Richard H, good to see you. Toby Gosling.
We just done him.
Oh, I thought I did.
You can have
Pamo
two
saying the
things.
audio's a bit quiet.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I can turn the gain up
so
a little touch.
Cat, the vegan artist.
Right. Excuse me, please. Right, and... Oh, actually, no, I probably want to do that on here. How's that? You say something.
Words, loud words.
How are our words now? Vegan cats in the house.
Toby Gosling, is Big Johnson a bad person? Yes or no?
A BP.
A BP.
I don't need BPs in here. Let's, it's New Year, let's spread some love. If you want to be a bellend, go off to another planet full of bellends and be bellends to each other.
Okay. It seems like you two are having a thing.
Oh, that's fine.
Or maybe you meant good that the volume's better. Oh, you need to be more clear, man.
Plant-based poets in the house. Anthony Paley, Happy New Year to you. I don't know if... Are you new? Where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene? Tell us a bit about you. Someone's a bit sweary. Hello, treat. Listen, now that's jumped.
Looks like...
Well, yeah, Big Johnson, if you want to be a big bellend and be a big bigoted bellend, F off, you're done. We don't need you. The world don't need people like you, mate. You're just lower than the poo on my shoe. Happy New Year. Right, where was I? Toby Gosling, any New Year's resolutions, Paul and Gemma?
That's a good thing. I was thinking we should talk about something like this on today's stream, seeing as it's a New Year one.
That makes sense.
I've started recently having cold showers. So have you. I couldn't get into it, and it was like scary, and but I've done it for a week now. Some days, I've been doing it longer than a week, but not consistently, but consistently for a week. And I do like
Put your hands down.
10, 15 seconds. I think, that'll do. But I've done a minute for the last 2 days, right at the sort of end of my shower, full cold.
She's in there singing about cigarettes at full belt just to get herself through it.
It's really refreshing, and I feel like I do it as soon as I wake up. I go to the loo, I take my thyroid medication, I get in the cold shower. And then if I need to warm up, I get back in bed, with a cup of tea, and do my journaling and stuff. And I love it. So that's going to be my new morning routine. And after that, we've been doing Wim Hof breathing and meditation, haven't we, actually, recently?
We're doing it together.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think a morning routine sets you up for a great day. So
it really does.
So that's some kind of resolution, or so. What about you? What do you want to...
I've got no New Year's resolutions. I kind of, I think if you've got stuff that you want to do, don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. I know it's a new year today, so don't sort of count. But I think people almost use it as an excuse to not have to do it yet. If you want to do it, get it done, rip into it. And that's just how I live, to be honest. So, no. I've got none of them.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
I think it's good to live your day every day. And some people might think, oh, well, wait, it's New Year's soon. And I think the New Year's resolution thing is funny. It comes after Christmas and the time where people tend to pig out more and drink and things. And then it's like, I'll clean up my act
I was
now.
talking about this yesterday, wasn't I? So many people want to be healthy in the new year, but they start off the new year off their tits, drunk and eating crap. And that tells me you don't really want it. And I mean, how many people stick to it if they're honest,
Yeah, but that used to be us, so
yeah.
No judgment. And you know what? It's been a hard year. It's been a really, and I can, I can say that, and with quite a lot of confidence, know that applies to most people in the world. And that's a funny thing to all have that in common. it's quite unifying in a way. But yeah, we've all had such a strange, stressful year, you know. So I don't judge anyone if they've been comforting in any way, whatever that might be, watching Netflix, whatever it is, you know.
And like I used to do all the negative things, and the only reason now that I don't is because I kind of hit rock bottom. Like I just felt really naff. That's not really true, is it? Well,
we've had several rock bottoms, probably in different ways.
Mostly, really, for me, I just realised that I can't keep partying like that and expect to live. And just luckily, for most people with these really negative lifestyle behaviours, the pain of staying the same has to become greater than the pain of changing. That's how it is for most humans. We kind of seek the easy route, like quick fix, like just what's the phrase I'm looking for? You're just looking for instant gratification, seek pleasure, avoid pain, and expend the least energy. That's universal for all animals, including us. But luckily, I realised that, my body can't keep doing this. And I know how it feels to be off your tits a lot of the time and on come downs and hungover and, eating the wrong things. And I just have now felt the other, I've been on the other side of the coin, feeling optimal, and man, that feeling is so much better. It's continuous. I feel great continuously versus, okay, you do some of these negative things, you feel really amazing for a short time, then you feel horrible. And it's still like the law of diminishing returns. And over time, you have to do these negative things just to be like half feeling okay. And so that's just not sustainable and it's not enjoyable over time. Or you can feel pretty bloody amazing. Well, I would say I feel really amazing. I would say that I feel really amazing currently, like pretty much 24/7. And I don't want to ever go back. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. In more recent years, I've felt so happy and like joyful, and I've thought, wow, this is how I used to feel on drugs, but I don't need drugs anymore. I don't feel like that all the time, but it's nice when you get to a point where you can feel good without drugs or things.
Kim Glover's in the house. Happy New Year, Kim Glover. How you doing, lovely? Good to see you in here. What do you guys think of fasting for spiritual and health reasons like juice and water fasting? Well, you did water fast, didn't you? So
yeah. So
what do you feel about? What would you say to people who are considering it?
I'm not a fan of it anymore. I did a really long fast, so I've had health issues, for most of my adult life. Really, actually, at some points really bad, and so I've tried everything, in order to try and get well, and. So I did a 33-day water-only fast. I went to America to the True North Health Clinic, which is the only place I'd recommend doing it if you are going to do it, because it's medically supervised. You get doctors checking on you twice a day, you get bloods taken, all that great stuff. Some places, they scare me. They just say, oh yeah, come and fast as long as you want. Just get on with it. Like, people die, it's really dangerous. And when I left, I was much more functional than before I went. Just before the fast, just to get there, it was so hard. I felt like I wasn't going to make it. I had like no energy. I was just like sitting every day. I couldn't do anything. I wasn't working. When I came home, I was exercising and feeling quite good. So for me, it seemed like quite a good thing. But I feel like if you're not really, really sick, don't do it. That's just my thoughts, like there's a big rebound. You lose loads of weight, you put it all back on again. You lower all your nutrient reserves. Maybe you mess up your gut microbiome. That needs food. Needs food.
That's my big.
How long does that take to recover? Like, there's so much.
Sometimes you never properly recover from mucking up your gut microbes.
So I'm not really a huge fan of it. I know there is. The True North Health Clinic have done a lot of studies. Actually, they've got some science on their website, I believe, about fasting. So they're a fan of it. They believe in it. I think if you've got
some particular mega illness and like
certain conditions like autoimmune diseases apparently respond quite well to fasting. So, you know, but it's not for everyone. I don't think people should just do it willy-nilly or at home on their
certainly
own.
not a fat loss technique.
No.
And yeah, I don't think it can be done healthfully. Even if you have juice or you get some nutrients, you're getting no fibre. Your Prevotella gut bacteria that we require to be flourishing in order to thrive and be well, you know, they instruct on metabolic processes of our body. 99% of the DNA that instructs the systems that keep us alive belong to these gut bacteria. If you're not feeding them, they're dying off. I don't see it as healthy. I guess there is a spiritual element because a lot of religions kind of practice it. But I think there's better ways probably.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't poop for 33 days. Like, that can't be good for you. I wasn't eating anything, but, you know, what was left, it didn't come out, you know. And yeah, I've had some gut issues, like on and off, you know, since I've been vegan, and I trace it back to that time. Like, you know, I think that around there was when I started having some problems. I wonder if it's taken me all this time to get settled. I mean, I don't know if that's 100% true. Like, it might not be about that at all, but I wonder, you know. And yeah, it certainly, I think fasting deserves a lot of thought and you know, careful consideration, not just to do it willy-nilly because it seems like it can be dangerous. It's just my perspective.
Someone wanted to shout out earlier on, David Brent. Apparently he's gay. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Some of the best people I know are gay, so it's good that you've come out on the stream, and well done. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Super chat. How was that, Mooncat? Was that as good as the previous one on the A? False Music, you lovely person, kindly donated $2 on the super chats. Paul and Gemma, sorry I haven't joined in. That's fine. We've all got lives and things to do, and we get a bit busy in that.
Yeah.
We know when we're not wanted. He didn't want us.
It's okay, he can't hurt you anymore.
Nah, we totally understand. You know, we struggle to do all the things we want to do.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of DMs and stuff I get, I don't even have time to even look at them. So I'm sure people think I'm really horrible. Anyway, let's carry on. If I missed your comment or question, do pop it back in the chat. I like to keep a bit more up to date. Chris Williams, love all that you do. Keep up the good work, guys. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody.
Super chat. False Music very generously donated another $5. Imagine how many hundreds of thousands of animals we saved this January. Another truth. Happy New Year. Yeah? Ain't that the truth? Oh, guys, if you know anyone who's doing Veganuary who is into like lifting weights, or anyone who's not you know, who's put off veganism because they're worried they're going to lose their muscle. I released a video yesterday, or no, sorry, the day before. So it's 2 videos back, and it's Veganuary Bodybuilder's Survival Guide. So that's out now on most of, I think all my platforms now. So you give that a share if you want to. That'll be great.
Grows year on year, doesn't it, Veganuary? It's really exciting. Yeah, thanks, False Music.
Eagles and Cycling, I guess the vaccine won't be vegan. If it's the Pfizer one you're talking about, you'd guess wrong. My understanding is that it's the first one not tested on animals, and it supposedly contains no animal products, according to the UK government, if you can trust them. Who bloody knows? Super chat. I saw what Mooncat said, so I've not talked into the mic. Richard Benham, you lovely man, kindly donated £5. Bless your heart. Can't stay for long, but wanted to give you a little something. To start off 2021. Looking forward to this year's content. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your support. You know, guys, if it wasn't for the likes of you guys super chatting, you know, and watching our vids and sharing and whatever, we wouldn't be able to do this. So you're so deeply appreciated. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year. You're always supporting us.
Yeah.
It's very kind.
You're lovely. The Buckleval. Hi, I need help. My aunt asked me to help her and her children go vegan. There's only one problem: her daughter's allergic to all legumes. 4 years old and a picky eater. Yeah, once kids become a picky eater, that's a nuisance, and that's really down to the parents during the developmental stages, you know, isn't it? But I mean, hopefully you can still reprogram her a bit, but you're not obliged to eat legumes.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, they're good in that they've got a good amount of protein and some of the nutrients associated with sort of the more kind of traditional animal products, which you think of for protein. But yeah, no, just eat the range of whole plant foods. For a child, you really want to go heavier on the fats because obviously they've got little tum-tums, but they need to get the calories in. So nuts, seeds, nut and seed butters, avocados, you know, I would feature them highly. Then you want grains, you know, fruits, vegetables. But yeah, that's.
So if you're worried about protein, it sounds like maybe, are you? Like if you're saying, what you're saying, like tofu and tempeh is good? No?
Not if you're allergic to legumes.
Oh, of course.
Seitan. Seitan's amazing.
What am I thinking? Yes. Edamame beans.
Edamame. And I would recommend that she get the book Becoming Vegan by Davis and Melina. Becoming Vegan. It's got everyone's needs by age and stage of life and all that malarkey, so real good. Kind of the Bible of vegan nutrition. Plant-based poet, Carrie Williams, Happy New Year. ASYM Violins in the house. Race Lever. Ian, my throat is hurting quite a bit. Any remedies I should try? Yeah, try not skimping on sleep. That's the number one way to get a virus. So try to get 7 or 8 hours. Once you got like a virus or whatever, then like it's no like magic cure really.
Well, one thing that's
hydration.
One thing that's helped me in the past is liquid zinc sulfate. You get it in this little dropper, like pipette, and so what? It's quite a low amount of zinc, you know, per pipette.
Citrate?
Sulfite, I think. Liquid zinc sulfite. I'll look it up in a minute while you carry on.
I don't think you're right.
I would just squirt it into the back of my throat and kind of leave it there without swallowing it. And it's like, is it antiseptic, antiviral, is it? I can't really remember all that sort of stuff.
That is actually pretty good despite what I said earlier. But, you know, just same as how you prevent getting a virus, you want to eat healthily. But if you eat healthily all the time, then that's better. But, you know, all the fruits and veggies, all the whole plant foods. Make sure your vitamin D status is good because that's key. Every every cell of the immune system has receptors for vitamin D. And recently it was noted, so something like 90% of people who had a bad time of it with corona and, you know, potentially died, got put on ventilators. 90% of those people were vitamin D deficient. It's right, half of the world is D deficient, unless you have to be living by the equator and you get like loads of sun on your skin. Selenium recently was found to be very important in protecting against coronavirus. So get yourself 1 or 2 Brazil nuts every day on top of the rest of your whole plant food.
Zinc?
Oh, zinc sulfate.
Zinc. So, yeah, liquid zinc sulfate. So
okay.
The one I used to get was
Epigenetics.
So if you Google Epigenetics International and look up zinc, liquid zinc you want in the pipette, I found that really helpful. So on the first onset of a sore throat, I'd put that into my throat like a few times, like through the day, and sometimes it would stop it in its tracks.
Yeah.
We ran out of that, but we haven't needed it for a long time.
I found it worked for me particularly well on one occasion, and then a couple of people at the gym we recommended it, and then they had a virus, but it helped squash it. So yeah, zinc sulfate by Epigenetics.
I mean, you could probably get other places, but that's just the one I know of. And it's quite a good price as well. Lasts ages. Keep it in the fridge.
ASYM Bowling is working on 1,000 squats this month. Nice. When I was a lad, I was into my martial arts, and I read a book called The Lion's Den, which was Ken Shamrock. He was a UFC fighter in the early days, and it was kind of his biography and kind of training principles. And he just had this thing about if you can do 300 bodyweight squats in one go, like you're pretty fit. And just straight off the bat, I did the 300 with no prior training, other than, you know, my normal martial arts training. And yeah, that was bad. I was in pieces, like just sore to the bone, like my whole quads for days and days. Yeah, I don't recommend doing 300 in one sitting. But yeah, good on you. Good on you. Eagles and cycling. I've been vegan for almost 3 years now. I do continue wearing old wool sweaters and old leather shoes. Am I a hypocrite? No, I don't think that you are. Each to their own. People have different views on that, but you know, that's happened now, isn't it? You're not adding to the death toll, and you know, over time, like if you happen to see how leather is like made, like you may feel like you don't want that on you, but if you're not at that stage, like it don't matter, does it? Yeah. It really don't matter.
You bought that before you were vegan.
Yeah. Someone had a bit of a pop at me on Instagram. I got given a vegan faux leather jacket. It's beautiful. And they said, oh, trouble is you're then normalising leather. Like it's not already like normalised. Like that's going to make any difference. And what I pointed out was people that I was going to want leather look products, and now you can get lovely vegan ones. So by promoting this, people will now see that they don't have to take the cruel decision, and they can get a more ethical one. That was my perspective. Carly was on. Sorry if I pronounced that rather terribly, which I imagine I did. Do men need a different vegan diet than women? No. No.
I mean, you eat more calories than me, obviously.
We all have individual needs in terms of calories and things. And, you know, if you're a heavy sort of gym goer doing a lot of weight training, you may need more protein than others. But, you know, so a really hard training woman may need more protein than an average bloke potentially, or very, very easily. So, you know, it's individualised, but no. In an ideal world, you'd eat whole plant foods if you wanted to be the healthiest. So you'd eat well of legumes, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, a bit of nuts and seeds, your herbs and spices. If you stick to those foods, you know, and supplement a couple of things that need to be supplemented, you'll be golden. Big spoon beer, I found even in the 4 weeks of no animal products, my body seemed to be processing the plant protein into muscle better than animal protein it ever did. Nice. Stephen Paulson, are you currently doing meal workout plans? No, I stopped about 6 months ago or so, and I plan not to go back to that, really. I want to really focus on being a content creator, because I can reach more people like that and do more good in the world. Because of that, like we have to sell a few books and things. Both our books are half price currently, by the way, even our new one. So that's going down rather well. If you want a recommendation, Corinne Sutton, KORINSUTTON, Corinne Sutton on Instagram. He's great. I'd really recommend hooking up with him. Matthew Burnett, how can I make creamy curry without coconut milk? Dr. Gregor says, yeah, it's horrible for cardiovascular
cashew cream
health, atherosclerosis. Yeah, cashew cream. How do you make that, Gem?
So you want to blend up 250 mils of water with 175 grams of cashews. I mean, just that to how thick you want it, and depending on what you're going to use it in or whatever. But just blend it up until it's smooth in not a food processor. Probably won't get it thin enough, like in a sort of smoothie maker, you know, a blender. And then what I like to do is if I'm not using it all in one go, I pour it into ice cube trays, freeze it, pop the cashew cream cubes out, put them in a little bag or tub, put them back in the freezer, and then I just keep them. So whenever I'm making a snack and I want something to add some creaminess, I just get one out, put it in the curry at the end, or for the salad dressing, or whatever. You can put it in loads of things. It's great, sweet or savoury. Yeah.
Soya Jones, I had the Pfizer vaccine, NHS stuff. It had cholesterol in it, but I was surprised when the government said it was animal free. So I've got to guess that that's either synthetically made, or there is actually cholesterol in plant foods, plant sterols, but it's such a minuscule amount, like it's irrelevant. You know what I mean? The dose makes the poison, and it's so negligible that it wouldn't do you any harm. But so it could be a plant sterol, it could be synthetically made. It doesn't have to be from an animal. Teammate, Paul, I've noticed you have a lot of anger towards people who abuse and eat animals. I don't really. I don't. I put on like a show for my second channel. I don't hate the person. I hate the act, obviously. Given that you used to eat animals as well, do you hold any anger or resentment towards yourself? No, I didn't know any better. I feel terrible about it. I've forgiven myself because I didn't know any better. I mean, if you don't, you wouldn't be off, how old were you when you learned to eat animals? You were a toddler, or a baby eating mashed up animals. You wouldn't give anger towards a little child, and so that's what you're doing. If you're angry, if you direct that towards yourself, you're angry at your child. So you would never be angry to a child for something they didn't know better about. So no, obviously I have regret, but I just use that to fuel what I'm doing now. So I transmute it and I use it as good energy.
Good words.
Thank you.
Don't forget to thumb up the stream, everyone, please. Thank you.
Plant-based powered. Have you guys seen The Mandalorian? Have we seen The Mandalorian? We love The Mandalorian, especially me.
Yeah, especially you.
It's my favourite show.
Yeah.
It's my favourite show. I would say Peaky Blinders, number 3. Number 2, Vikings, and then my best show ever, Mandalorian.
Ooh.
Yep. Johnny Lopez, should I add salt to my food if I'm a whole food plant-based iron athlete and my iron is always crystal clear? I really don't know what you're saying there or how those things are connected. So, ideally, sodium, supposedly in an ideal world, you don't want that more than about 1,500 milligrams. However, if you're a larger hard training athlete, you may need a bit more in terms of sodium, calcium, magnesium. What's the other electrolytes? Manganese and potassium. So yeah, just see. Super chat. False music. Connie donated $2. Who's your favourite character in Mando? That's a really good question.
Grogu, obviously.
Yeah, Grogu's awesome, isn't he? Mando's obviously awesome. I didn't like it when he took his helmet off.
Yeah.
I think that felt like that spoiled it a bit. I quite liked Moff Gideon until he was a real wimp when Luke Skywalker turned up. Those Dark Troopers were awesome as well.
That tough lady.
And Soku. And Soki I'm really fond of. Oh, the Drop Trooper, Gina Carrero's character.
Yeah, she's quite cool.
She's cool, yeah. I forget what her character's called, but she was a UFC fighter, really tough. If you see that fight scene on that planet where they were harvesting those blue shrimp, she does that stuff for real. She's doing an arm bar and everything. That was great.
I wouldn't want to meet her down a dark alley.
I really loved that there was an IG robot in there, the assassin droid, which was featured in The Empire Strikes Back. But then they programmed him as like a nanny or whatever, and then that really spoiled him for me. So I can't look at him the same way. But I think when he first came on screen and he was shooting people all over the place and spinning around, and I think Mando was my favourite, and that IG unit, I'd put him second.
Mando, before he took off his helmet.
Yeah, and then not so much when he...
He's got a moustache.
Yeah, that ruined it. Yeah, you got to have the mystery.
Yeah.
Why is this jumped? Peace Angel 111. Hey from Glasgow. Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. Thanks for joining.
Later on, you'll see someone's asked a question, and at the end they've put, "This is the way."
Flavius is in the house. Hello to you. Bed eyes. May the fox be with you. I'm just looking for questions. Flavius, how are you two feeling? That's kind of you to ask. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Yeah, I can feel a bit up and down, through the course of my life. At the minute, I'd say I'm doing quite good.
I feel so amazing. I could rip someone's arms off and slap them with the wet end like a Wookiee if I felt like it, which I don't. But I do feel like taking on the whole empire myself.
Oh, it's nice when we're both feeling good at the same time. It's like, oh yeah, we can really enjoy life. It's hard to enjoy life when the other one's like not feeling well for some reason or quite so happy. It's nice when we're both happy together.
Amina B, did you watch the Plant-Based Network's vegan talk from Dr. Danielle Bilardo's channel? Do you mean Plant-Based News? I saw a Plant-Based News one with about 5 or 6 doctors on there. All the vegan doctor panel talking about the vaccine. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Happy New Year, Luca. I've not tried rock climbing. Now I feel I've got a poor strength to body weight ratio for that. Have you tried rock climbing?
No, I don't have any strength, so no, it wouldn't be for me. Not at this time. No.
Ain't that the truth? False music. Jan, hey Hench, what's your opinion on caffeinated drinks? Coffee, black tea, energy drinks. I know that energy drinks are unhealthy because of the sugar and chemicals. What about the other two? So like any teas are good in terms of antioxidants and stuff. Coffee, that has got a small amount of antioxidants. And in fact, for your average American, supposedly they get their most antioxidants from coffee. But which is not to say that coffee is particularly great, just that your average American has a very poor diet. There's pluses and minuses. If you're a fast metabolizer of caffeine, then you're not going to have such a bad time. If you're a slow metaboler of caffeine, if you have very much, then you're going to have a bad time. There's an inverse relationship with caffeine drinking or coffee drinking and suicide. So it's good from that point. It does kill good gut bacteria. There's like an oil which it harms the gut bacteria. It is a neurotoxin. It does wake you up by your body trying to eliminate it because it's toxic. So if you can handle it well, a little of it's okay, but it's not as healthy as what you may have displaced, which could have been green tea, even better, matcha tea, hibiscus tea. These would have been more health promoting and less in the way of downsides.
Don't forget to remind people that you've got a second channel.
I've got a second channel, did you guys know? So I'm keeping this channel now for the more positive, educational, inspirational stuff. And then my second channel is for anti-vegan troll bashing. So there's a link down below if you want to subscribe to that one as well.
Please subscribe to it.
But only if you're going to watch the videos, because the reason I started it, because on this channel, the subscribers started to go backwards. And I think because I had both types of videos, and then so the click-through rate's not so good. Some people are abandoning, leaving the channel because they're getting too much of the other stuff. So yeah, if you want to watch those videos, go and subscribe. If you're not into that stuff, then don't subscribe, because that'll only hurt my reach actually. Stephen Paulson's in the house. 6-string Slayer guitar man. What are the best foods to lower high cholesterol and triglycerides? My recent labs really high because I've stopped eating junk food, trying to switch to whole foods, plant-based. It sounds like you already know the answer. You just need to do it. You just need to do it. Yeah, so whole plant foods in general. Perhaps, you might want to go a little lower on the fats, like higher carbohydrate, at least in the beginning, until you get that under control. Refined sugars are bad for your triglycerides. You want to be exercising. Avoid oils, not too high in the nuts and seeds, at least for now. That would be the best way. Fast music. If Luke saw what went down in the Bantha pharmacy, he wouldn't drink the blue milk anymore. So in The Last Jedi, does Ray watches him milking that sort of sea cow thing with that had kind of blue milk, didn't it? There was 3 bits of vegan activism in that film. There was the racing, where they were racing some kind of animals and using the electric sort of prod thing, and they let them out, and Chewie was eating a roasted what are they called? Porg. And then the other porgs were looking at him, and then he was thinking, oh, hello. And I'm sure there was a vegan on the production crew there. I'm sure of it. Pauline, would you be able to recommend any plant-based nutrition programs? The only one I would really recommend, and I've not taken it myself or seen it, but everyone who's done it really highly rated it, and I know a few people who've done it, and that's the eCornell online one. JCF UK, have you ever made the mistake of eating non-vegan food in your vegan years? No, mostly because we eat predominantly whole food, so they're single ingredient food, so that'd be hard to get that wrong.
I've accidentally bought a couple of things. Yeah,
I did get some, the Heinz beans, the low salt and sugar ones. I forgot, apparently there's some kind of animal byproduct in the flavouring. It don't tell you that. But yeah, that's it. So I did eat a can of those actually, so I better hand in my vegan card.
I bought some gluten-free bread once that had honey as the very last ingredient. 0.5% of it was honey. I was really annoyed.
Gluten-free products can have egg, milk. You have to really kind of.
So I looked for that, because they're in bold now, which is great actually. But honey isn't, so it's really, it's very annoying.
Yeah, I think I've accidentally bought the odd 1 or 2 things with a little honey in there. I've seen before. I've eaten it, and you give it away, but. Yeah, that's another reason to stick to the whole foods, because you can't get that wrong. An apple is an apple, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Well, hopefully it is. Yeah. Unless you go to Heston Blumenthal's restaurant. Polish vegan, just made your meatballs using an air fryer. Nice. Oh, yeah, I imagine that would work well. Very good.
Save some for me.
Sawyer Jones is off. Some Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Doctor Who. You just now said it. That was from infant school.
No cigarettes alarm on the stream tonight?
Nah.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
I don't have to do it.
Let's do it. We've decided to sell out and be sponsored by quite a negative industry. but you know, we've got to do what we've got to do to keep the cameras rolling. So
don't set it up like that. That's not at all what it is.
So it's at that time in the evening where we have to bring you a message from our sponsor. Cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Cigarettes. Cigarettes, ladies and gentlemen. They're refreshing and cancerous.
Let's not bother to explain any more about it and just carry on.
Just carry on like nothing happened. Circle up my bum.
No, not that one.
From Ace Powered, are you still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I am, but I was so busy making content and stuff. I've had it for ages. I'm on like 15% done. 15%. I was going to play it yesterday, but we got into a game of chess. We got a chessboard. It was meant to be for Christmas, but it came after. But we're getting into chess. So I don't have a lot of spare time, and we did a couple of hours yesterday on the chess. I think I'll get an hour tonight. We're going to do a quick walk after the stream, aren't we?
Oh, are we now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick walk, and then I'm going to have an hour on Valhalla tonight. I'll enjoy that.
Oh.
It's funny because I'm so busy. Like the little bit of time I do have for a little bit of escapism, I really appreciate it, and I really enjoy it. And it's not like I don't have time for myself, but I just make sure to do all the good stuff. So of a morning, you know, I get up, have my breakfast, and then by then Gemma's up, and we do Wim Hof breathing, meditation, then cold shower, then I work out, you know, and then there's time for some food. So it's kind of midday, and I get up at 6, but it's like midday before I really get going with my day. So, yeah, probably do about 7 hours work then. 7 hours work, and then sometimes a stream.
But like, you know, in the morning.
Bit of food.
So you're making,
I'm working in between.
You're doing
eating
emails.
My breakfast,
you're like filming your breakfast or your lunch.
Oh yeah, I am working then. And then I work after, like up until about 8 sometimes when I'm doing things, posts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really have a couple of hours in the evening. Oh, when we do our evening walk, don't we?
Sometimes we go for a walk in the evening. Yeah.
So this year, let's do that every day. Let's try our best.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't have a lot of spare time really. But it's not like I'm working myself into the ground. I do a lot of work, but I'm doing all the stuff, working on myself, making sure I'm doing my meditation to be calm and chill, and breath work and cold showers for the immune system, working out, so looking good and feeling well. It's just, you feel so good with that morning routine. It really sets you up for the day. False music. Grogu is very, very un-vegan.
Isn't he just?
Is he though?
He ate those eggs, didn't he?
He's carnivorous.
Yeah.
He's carnivorous. He's an obligate carnivore, and they haven't got vegan Yoda food in Star Wars.
I see.
So he can't. He's eating as least animals as he can.
Okay.
He's eating them all the time. Sam Jones, you lovely person, kindly donating a very generous £4.99.
That's very kind.
No question, just a lovely sticker of the working out pair, working on them guns.
Move out of the way for the gains.
Tons of guns. Thanks, Sam Jones, and Happy New Year to you, my friend. You always leaving comments in the comment section of the videos, and I really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very, very much.
Someone's asking what that cigarette song is all about. None of your business.
Cigarettes!
We just get silly songs into our heads. So you start singing out in your cold showers, and then I had a go at it. It really helps. If you're trying to bear a cold shower, sing something out loud. It really helps you to stay in there a bit longer.
Right, I'll just go back a little way. Wooden Poonage, couldn't find the second channel below. So it is... oh, actually, it's not on there, is it? Oh, I do apologise. Oh, that's because we're on a stream. I've not added it to the stream. If you look at my new videos, it will be in the description on the new videos.
Or if you just go over to the Hench channel, there's different tabs. So there's videos, playlists, etc. Then there's a tab that says channels.
Oh,
next to one that says about, and it's just on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or you can go on my main page, just go down to Rose, and there's a link there as well. Right, so I need to add that. I'll just write that down. Add
on your handpad.
Second channel to stream desk.
Stuff.
Right. 6-string snail is what bread the only? Oh, whole wheat bread the only bread to eat on whole foods plant-based. Should it be 100%? Technically, if you're eating whole foods plant-based, like really, if you were being really kind of to the letter, I think you would eat wheat berries rather than wheat that's been milled into a flour, because like that's not so good in the body. It's much higher GI, and of course, like can be additives. So I eat a little bread on occasion. Some breads are worse than others. Watch out for sugars. Watch out for oil. Palm oil I would avoid like the plague.
Loads of breads. It's annoying.
Palm oil's horrible. Like coconut oil, really raises your serum LDL. But there's different breads. I actually got a rye bread, which I had for breakfast this morning, just for a change. But by and large, I prefer to eat whole intact grains.
I'll just mention, as we're off soon, we're doing a mega sale on a few last t-shirts that we have left on our website. We don't have many left. We've just got like this one little box with like 10 tops or something in it. So there's a link below. It's on our website. On our Teespring store, we've got loads of new merch, all different things. But we've got a few old t-shirts from when we were selling them a long time back, and we can't seem to get rid of this last handful because they're all such like random sizes. So some people,
random task.
Yeah, so we've put them all to £6. They're organic. They're really good quality tops. All vegan, different messages, vests and t-shirts, men's and women's. And we really want to get rid of them because, like each one, there's maybe just one size left or something. So
you can have them for cheaper than we paid for them.
Yeah. So we just
link below.
Thought we'd just mention that.
What's the link called? Share the link. It says like old merch or something. Stephen Paulson, what's the cigarette song about? Cigarettes. Liam T, how do you manage cold showers in winter? I'm in Cumbria up north. Well, how I did it was basically I decided I wanted to do 2 minutes, and I just got in it, and about halfway through, I was really scared of it. I got in, and like it was a bit of a shock, but I thought, this isn't as bad as I thought. Halfway through, it got too much, and I wanted to get out, and I nearly made an excuse. And in my mind, I thought, a minute's pretty good. Maybe tomorrow I'll do 1:05, and then my kind of warrior self said, no, F that, like, let's do it, let's just get it done. So I did 2 minutes. The next day, I did 2 minutes, and it was as cold, but I didn't feel it as cold. It was like my body had reset the kind of set point for my cold tolerance. And since then, like, it's not cold enough for me. So I think that a physiological change happens in you. But subsequently, I looked on his website to see how does he recommend doing it, and he actually says to start with 10 seconds.
Just went for it.
So that was pretty funny.
You get used to it really quickly. It's like a real steep, I want to say, like learning curve. It's really scary at first, and you think, oh God, this is going to be really horrible, I can't do it. but so quickly you get used to it. So how I did it was like I'd think, oh, I'll be in there for 15 seconds, 30 a minute, but I want to like wash my hair and shave things, and like that takes longer than that. So I start with a lukewarm shower to do all the things I want to do, and then I put it to cold for the last however many seconds, and I just stand like really still with my hand on the thing ready to turn it off when I've had enough, and just hang in there for as many seconds as I can. Well, that's how I started it, but now I've started moving around a bit and having a bit longer kind of thing. You set an alarm, don't you?
Yeah.
When you do it? Well, I just sort of count in my head.
I'm always gutted when it goes off.
Yeah.
But like it's got so it's not really doing anything for me, so I just get out.
I wonder if it really resets your like ability to handle like, you know, external stresses like cold and like, well, mind you, I've been feeling the cold.
I'm convinced that it does, yeah. Right, we've done our kind of hour there. Just see if there's anything pertinent. Dave Charles recently had blood test, deficient in vitamin D, low in calcium, high dose vitamin D. There's a few if you like go on Amazon or whatever. But if you want my recommendation for what I think is the best one, is Vivo Life. It's 2,000 IUs. It's in a dropper. It's sublingual, so it's more. It comes with K2, which supposedly makes it much more absorbable again. There's a link below, 10% off with my discount code Hench10. As for calcium, like I've got to guess that you're not eating a high percentage of your foods as whole plant foods, because calcium should really be a non-issue on a healthy vegan diet. You know, particularly if you're getting a bit of kale in, like other leafy greens. You know, it's in most things to a degree, and then certain legumes and grains and fruits, you know, is higher. So get on chronometer.com and just have a little look about, and you know, double down on the higher calcium foods. But that really shouldn't be an issue, calcium. If
you do struggle to eat whole plant foods, or like many of them, you could try the Vivo Life's Thrive product, which is powdered fruits and veggies. It's got a real high amount of your daily, loads of different nutrients, vitamins and minerals. Yep, I have that when I'm having times where I'm struggling with like food volume. I'm not eating very much.
Yeah. Right. We better do some other things. We've got to go and get our nightly walk-in. Now I just want an hour on Vikings. And then we'll have a little hour watching our show, shall we?
We started watching a series.
Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, about chess. Someone recommended that, and because we've started learning to play chess, we're really enjoying it.
That was someone on here, wasn't it?
Someone on Instagram suggested that to me. Said we might like it.
Thanks for nothing. But thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll-free. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on our toast.
And the wolves from the door.
And the cameras rolling.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Follow us on the gram. It's great on there. It's really great. Our handles are now coming overhead. If you want to help support us, the 2 books are both half price currently. You can get both of them for under a tenner. 30 recipes, high protein or healthy desserts. They're both health focused.
60 recipes altogether.
60 recipes for $9.98.
It's all sugar-free and
sugar-free books.
Healthy, you know, no oil, but great, tasty stuff.
Give us your money.
You don't really say that so much anymore, do you?
Channel members and Patreon's live stream is on Thursday next week, the 5th.
Oh, let's make a note of that so we sort of tell people in the run-up, because sometimes we forget, don't we?
I've shared it in Patreon and on the...
Great.
I guess I'll give that a reshare.
Members only stream. So if you are a member, come to that. You can be a member for as little as $1. We'll be doing a guided meditation in the next one, as well as a hangout. We'll
do like a hangout first, and then if you want to stay for a great meditation with this one, you can do that.
This time I'll be doing a meditation about creating a safe haven. Safe haven meditation.
Oh, that's delightful. Cassie's just finished Queen's Gambit and is going to suggest it. That seems fascinating. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a great walk. Thanks, Plant-Based Powered. Right, back again Monday, 6 p.m. GMT. Do set a reminder on your phone because YouTube's now telling you. If you're new here, we'd love you to become part of the Hench Herbivore community. I can't talk. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button, click the bell icon,